Hello, this is Pagan MC here, and welcome back to the Patron server. How's everyone doing? You alright? Oh, I placed the torch. Having a good time. Can I get the torch? Oh, there we go. Just in the church at the moment. I've done a little bit of work off camera. Built another 2 houses. Trying to get it look more villagey. Extended a few of these paths out a little bit. Bit of bone meal, some of Ulra's flowers. And since I didn't notice it at the time, the chest was called like 2 pie from Ulra. And I missed that at the time, but I still guessed it was Ulra. So yeah, added a library. Same again, off the plans. I originally did this out of all dark wood. Dark oak. But I quite like leaving the roof and the chairs as dark and the rest is spruce. I think it works alright. Like I say, from the last episode with doing the church out of stone brick, I want villager houses but not to look traditional villager. And I think that looks something nice. I'm going to change that door to probably oak though, as it matches in to the spruce a little bit too well. Oh, and Pyro's going to clear out the pigment. That's over at the nether fortress, I believe. A little house. Same again with the spruce. And I think this is dark oak logs. Yeah, those are dark oak along the side. I've also been working on cleaning up. I don't know if I like these or not yet. The beacons down here for Laputa upstairs. And above each one, I've knocked these out. As if like the beam is somehow, you know, eating away at the rock that's keeping Laputa up. These designs are colours. My original idea was I did this one, and I'm not too sure. I liked the design, but I don't know about the choice of blocks. And I did another. I thought I'll try something different, Try and basically pick the design I like. I think I like them all being different. Tell you the hardest one to get was this, what's it called again? The red sandstone. It seems to be a block not many people use because they either forgot it was brought into the game, but it's a very, very difficult block to get. As if you've ever gone looking for these, yes, they get them in Mesa, but it's Mesa beaches specifically. You don't find them just in the middle of the Mesa. It has to be, I believe, against a sea is how you find these. I didn't find these at the Mesa we have already on the server. It's another one that is around 12,000 blocks out. So, yeah. I tried to get enough so if I ever need it in the future, I shall never have to go out again. But I did set up a portal anyway, in case I have to. Oh, sorry Golem. So yeah, I'm going to probably do a similar design to this portal as well that I use for the main house. Now, before I started doing... Because my original plan, I was doing this yesterday, was to just carry on building more houses and then doing the next episode of, you know, look, this is what I've done. What I realised, though, is I'm going to need an infrastructure first for my slime farms. Which at the moment, the way mobs spawn on this server. Can I hear any? None have spawned. Well, no, 2 have spawned. While I was over there and 2 wandered over. So at the moment, these farms are virtually useless. Anyway, but I need to set these up first. So the idea I was having, I need somewhere, I want to be able to walk under them. I want for them to be fully open so I can see what's happening. So I need something to put down here, because this is still the slime chunkles that have spawned a few, like I said, over there that wandered over on the grass. So I thought this glass doesn't look too bad. I'm not keen with those pumpkins in the middle for the lighting. But if you don't have the lighting in the middle, same again, it looks funny. So I want to do all these 3 farms first. Connect all these up. I want to have the water tubes collecting all of the slime from these 3 together down one tube with cactus and all that you can just walk under and watch it all happen. So let me grab some glass. So with that there, come on glass. I had some green. I thought I had some more green glass. Nope. That should be enough. And I've got some cactus growing up. So yeah, about Portugal then. About some of the, not stories as such. I think the biggest problem it's always like it's another country. You try to be, you know, how they do things, and especially when it comes to cuisine. I've never seen myself as a fussy eater until I went to Portugal, and you see potentially what they might have. Like they have, I think that's the end, isn't it? Yeah, 1, 2. Because they have Aldi over there, just the same as we have in the UK. Or Lidl, it is, so yeah, Lidl, not Aldi. And at the front of the page, where over here we typically, probably wrongly, we'll have sweets or cheap clothing or something that's on special offer for that week. Oh. Night lady. Yeah, they'll have the special offer for that week. Well, oh, I had someone die there. They had like one of them was squid. You know, like I can't do it. Like upside down with the beak sticking up, and then its arms coming out, and it's like I don't mind fish, but it's like no. And then we went to not really restaurants, like cafes, and yeah, they certainly like to is it offal? I know it's not something. I know a lot of Europe still eat it. It's not something typically you get in the UK anymore. I can't remember as a child eating tongue, cow's tongue, as my grandma would make it. Basically, a bit like liver. It'd be like liver and onions we'd have, but yeah, I struggled a little bit, and my sister's a very good cook. But there's still only so many, when you're using, oh, I ran out already. When you're still using Portuguese recipes to make up kind of similar English dishes, or a lot of it was like Italian, like pasta stuff. Yeah, I struggled a little bit with that. Let's get some more of this glass going. I think one of the hardest things I had though is I didn't do any driving, but it's being on the other side of the road. Dunno, I just find it's something that your head just tells you. It's, especially going down the motorway and the way they seem to drive. There's none of this, let you in or indicating to tell you when they're going to turn. They just suddenly turn. And you have to, like, react. And being on the wrong side of the road, yeah, scared the crap out of me quite a few times. Good holiday, though. It might sound like I'm complaining. It's the small little things. Something that I really liked over there is espresso. We only had it twice at 2 different cafes. Well, I've had espresso before. Over here, I have an espresso machine. that I like the proper one. Do you know, like you have in Starbucks kind of thing with you put the coffee in and you put it in the press, like, and it's got the steamer thingy on the side. And I've tried espresso in that before. I've tried espresso in proper cafes over here, and it's always, I can't drink it. It's too strong or it's too bitter, and I always end up having to put some milk in. I tried an espresso over there, basically because I ordered the wrong thing. So it ended up being an espresso, and it's like, I think it's a bit sacrilege to put milk in an espresso. Absolutely wonderful. I've never had, cause I'm a big coffee drinker. I've never had coffee like that before. Just black coffee. Did I have no sugar in it, and it was this smooth. Wasn't bitter at all. I'd really like to know how they made it. Because there is like that language barrier. You don't want to ask, how do you make that? I couldn't see any coffee machine, so I assume it was all out the back. But nah. I think I am going to have a play around. God, I'm going through so much glass. And is that right? Like, oh yeah, because there's a chunk in between these two. It doesn't look like it, because I've cut out like the 3 wide gap for them to fall through. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Don't know if you heard that or not. He slightly burped. I'm going to say excuse me just in case, because I'll more than likely forget to get that in post editing with Audacity. So I'm going to have a play with my coffee over here. I think next time I go though, because Portugal I don't know if I said this in my last video or not. I never realised how mountainous. I'll definitely bring warmer clothes. Next time, yeah, it's only going to be this summer. Ooh. Go on, golems. Have it. I'm going to definitely say about easier ways to travel. Stansted isn't half a long way down. That drive I did, because I was on the server up until I started to drive. It was a Wednesday. My flight was on the Thursday at 9 o'clock in the morning from Stansted, a Ryanair flight. And because, well, I was going to say money isn't tight. I've got to watch my money, so to save on money, rather than getting a travel lodge, travel down Wednesday during the day and stay at a travel lodge as the sensible thing to do, and then wake up for your flight nice and refreshed. I decided to drive down on the Wednesday, like through the night. I set off at midnight. Yeah. While at all times I was never like tired. I was never sleepy. I was tired though. God, that was a long drive. It's supposed to be a 4-hour drive for me, and it took 6 hours. Because quite a few times I had to keep on stopping at services. I've got to remember, I used to do a lot of travelling. I used to have a girlfriend down in Bath, and I'd regularly go down every 2 weeks. I'd just drive all in one go, and it was, 20, 21, 22. Life's a lot easier. I've got to remember I'm 34 now. I'm not as fit. I have health problems. I can't drive that far all in one go. I think if I wasn't getting a flight, I would have been very tempted to just, that's it. Get a travel lodge, pay whatever money it is at any time, and just go to sleep. But no, I had the flight. So I was always safe. I certainly wasn't going to drive. You get there in the end. It's I gave you a link. At least you got there. A link for an oval circle generator thingamajiggy. It's what I used for the bridges when I was doing them over to Jack's base. And I've lost, yeah, difficult drive. I know for the way home I flew in on the Saturday night. And yeah, my original plan was to drive down all in one go. But yeah, sensible thing. I got a travel lodge for the night and I drove home on the Sunday. What am I looking for? Jack-o'-lanterns. For that. Alright, right up at the very top. Give me a few minutes. Right, so I've put the pumpkins in, both sides now, for the lighting. Same again, I don't like that. At the moment, it works. It lights this up. I know I don't need it lighting to stop spawning. There's just a dark patch in the middle. And it looks a bit crap. To be blunt. I'll try and think, or if you can think of a better design to light that up. But without maybe seeing whatever it is. I was trying to think of a way, if there's a way of doing it with carpet or something. I don't know. The best thing could be if we ever get ocean monuments, those lights, you're getting them. But anyway. So for the bottom of these then, because there's going to be like conveyors, water tubes leading them away. But I potentially want to be able to put a house under there. So this is the smallest. So 1, 2, 6. So if I do the 7 up, so potentially it could have the conveyors, I don't know, meeting here or meeting there, and I could have the village still underneath it and it wouldn't touch. So that was that 6 or 7? God, I've got a memory like a sieve sometimes. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So I want to go 7 in total. So this is already 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the block. Oh, I don't know if that's a bit high than what I wanted. So it would be then. Hang on, let me get up here. So the base of this would be glass there. So then you can see all the way up. And then you could see when the slimes fall down and you'll see the water channels. That's way too high. Right, well, I guess then I won't be having any villager houses under then, because I want to be able to see them still. So then what would be... Then I've also got to think that I've got to then kill them, or what would be the right word? Harvest them. And because I'm still planning to use cactus. So it would go up to there. And then like that. Now, as I understand it, I got told this, and I've seen quite a few things on it when you just Google it about lag with with the stained glass, and specifically when you use a lot of different colours, so red, green, light grey, black, whatever, and the way it renders through, like when you look through them here, you only see one block, and if you were to add another one in, you get like a slightly different colour, you get a shade. And about lag, little bits is fine. If you're using a lot, it doesn't work, and obviously I'm going to be used a lot. Hopefully this should be okay. So how would that be then? Remember, this is the chunk here, and this wider bit going out is merely the collection bit. I think I might have to do like a mock-up. Yeah, I might have to do a mock-up and just see how this is going to look. But that seems a nice height. And that's enough room that wherever I lead them off in water, yeah, wherever I lead them off in water, because because I'll be having, hang on, I suddenly thought, I don't know if I'd made this perfectly clear or not. So like tubes. So I'll have the bottom. I might actually, on each of these, I think I'm going to have to redo all of these levels completely. It's a shame I couldn't put them as glass somewhere that you could see, but I can't. Otherwise, Nat would spawn in it. So anyway, this is, so I'm going to have the bottom one. And then around these is going to be these collection tubes. That will then basically lead all the slimes off to where I want them. And collect them. I think that's a good height, that. Right, I'm gonna build this one up and see what it feels like. But I think just as a random height, like choosing, right, it's going to be that. That could be alright. Right, 2 seconds. Right, that's this first one kind of mocked up. This is how I want it. Tell you, I'm gonna need a lot more glass. I already had a double chest. Just this little bit. Well, except for the bits I've used, just under, excluding these, half a double chest of glass. Just for this little bit. I'm definitely going to need more. I am going to have this all dug out at the sides. Kind of slowly, like going in to level, I can't remember if it's 40, I think. Or 38 or 40. The top of the slime chunk. So all this will be clear as well with glass going up around the sides. I'll have this first spawning level. Well, just enough so the slime for the water. So I'll need 2 layers for the water with the signs and the pushy thing. So actually the first level will probably be this one, which I haven't decided what to use as that. Obviously something spawnable. But I think this could work. It's all about water currents as well, getting it right. And I want, same again, all of these to feed off to one location. I'm thinking if I've got this here, I could take out of this one's tunnel. Can I, something to lay it out. So take it out of there. Ooh. I could feed this one. There should be room. Between those. 1, 2, 3. I just find it easier to do that. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, and then I've got... Well, I could do like a 4 wide tunnel then. You know, obviously this would be glass. I'm just using wood for the moment. So off there, meet here. Head towards here. I don't know the best way to link off these, whether to do it with a height difference or whether to use purely currents. I don't know how good I am with getting water currents to do exactly what I want them to do. And then this one, I suppose I could take it right out the middle and have the slime collection maybe here. I don't know. I know for 1.8 they've added a thing for slimes that they despawn quite quickly now. even while moving, travelling, if there isn't a player around, like more than what your normal mob does. But I know we're not in proper 1.8, we are 1.7. But I did like the idea of maybe having this more convoluted than it needed to be. I have the slimes come out here, but then have them travel, a little distance for no reason, other than just to have slime moving around a bit. Some I'm going to have to work on. I'm going to just take this down for the bit, as it's a bit of an eyesore. Anyway, I think I might be coming for the time. I'm still going to do what I said last episode. Try and keep my episodes a little bit shorter than what they have, as they were starting to creep up to the 35-minute, 40-minute range. So yeah, I'm probably going to get all these shelled out off camera, get this done. I think it's going to take me a while to get all the glass again. But now I've got the big cooker set up. So anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Please leave a comment, like and subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you next time. Thanks very much. Bye.